In our preparations for this discussion, we had a question that came up. Why are there multiple accounts of the first vision?
There are 4 accounts of him either dictating or writing his story of this event. And we should know right off, first of all, but it was not a time when people wrote about their religious experiences. And I think there's something powerful about that, because Joseph is not going to be learning from the great books. He will be learning from God himself. And in his own hand, he writes about the deep question of his soul, which was, does God forgive me of my sins? Am I okay with God? And that's the way he writes that first account. The account in 1835 is different. He's going to write different details in it, because the person in front of him that he's talking to, who was a religious charismatic that says, I got to go meet this other man named Joseph that is a prophet. And so he's going to give different details than when he's writing about it personally for his own, what was on his mind at the time. So what we find out is the context that we're in shapes what's triggered in our memory. So there will be another one. We have this one in 1838 that will be for the purpose of writing very carefully what happened for the whole world to know this was real. And it's going to come with a little bit of a defensive tone. And then the last one that he's going to record is when a man doing a history of New Hampshire says, will you tell us about the history of the church? And so that one is also a little bit different, because he's not trying to defend something. It's someone asking politely, will you just tell us your story? And each one, because it's for a different audience, triggered by a different experience, is going to draw out different details. If it were a canned story, he would be careful to say exactly the same details, but it's real and true. And so it's going to come out in a real and true way, which is with different details highlighted based on that experience, the context of it.